Sorry, I'm a few minutes late. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Success Saturday, everybody, with me, Lakisha. I hope you're having a great Saturday. Good morning, Sonia. Sonia, you have been watching all of my stuff. Thank you so much. I was like, Sonia's catching up with everything. So thank you, Sonia. Welcome to Success Saturday. It is a beautiful, sunny Saturday here. Finally, some sun. I'm so excited. I hope you had a wonderful week this week. Today, we are talking about the Big Five personality test. Now, a lot of people don't know about this test. In fact, when I was looking for tests for this series, I didn't even know about this test. I didn't. But it's fascinating. I listened to the psychologist who actually created the test, and it's a fascinating test. It is different from other tests. So I have on my all of my previous videos, because I'm doing a personality test series. You can go in the description. So Sonia, you can go in the description and go in the description and take the test. It's the first thing in the description. Now, it may seem like it's going to be a long test, but it's really not going to be a long test, if that makes sense. Okay. The test is about 4 pages, but you're really only taking the test for 2 or 3 pages. It's really short because I took it and I got my results. So come on in the room, everybody. Say good morning. I'm going to be drinking my coffee, waiting for more people to come in. Um, I always put a little ready whip on there, so that's why you see. I was like, what is that? I also have my journal, so make sure you have your journal out. I have my notes here. We're gonna go over a few housekeeping items before we start. Um, the first is my book. I had like 2 people, 1 or 2 people, maybe one person, tell me they just purchased it. So it is still for sale on Amazon. It's still fresh, a fresh perspective on your life. And I not only talk about like what I did to improve my life, but I talk about some specific things that you may not have thought about yet that can also improve your life. So go ahead and get my book, Try Success. It won't bite. It is an easy read. This book, look, the words are not too small, and the whole book is literally under 100 pages. So um okay, the last page is page 79. So, and in the back of the book, you create an actual trans, what do I call it? What kind of plan I call this? Yeah, a transformation. I know it's trans something. It's a transformation plan to guide yourself through self-excellence transformation. So make sure you get that book. I'm excited to see that people are interested in it. It's almost the summertime. And so what a great way to enter the summer with getting your mental health together, your emotional health together, and your physical health together. And so that's why I'm starting this series with personality, and then we're going to move into we're going to move into other aspects of self, so we can be ready for the summer. We can be confident moving towards the summer. This summer is different from last summer. Last summer people didn't know if they should go out. They were very cautious. This summer people are going to be throwing things to the wind. I mean, people are not wearing a lot of people are not wearing masks. People are flying on airplanes, including myself. So the world is getting back to itself. So why not you? Why not you get back to yourself and doing what's right for you? So that's what this series is about. I'm doing a personality test series. So if you missed the first, how many tests did I do already, y'all? I did the temperament test and I did the colors. Did I do anything else? Yeah, let me know. I think I did too. So This is probably the third one. And if this is the third one, I'm going to do one more test before moving on to another series. Good morning, Marva. How are you? So we are talking about the big five today. Now, what I learned about this test is it's interesting. It's a psychological test. It is. It seems like it's well respected. I think this test has actually been in psychology journals. So while you are two, okay, thank you, Sonia. So this is the third one. So while you are taking that test, so go ahead and take that test right now while I'm running my mouth. Take the test. It's in the description. It's really short. The test takes you about 5 minutes. So go ahead and take the test. And when you take the test, put your results in the chat so I can see what your results are, because we're going to go over the 5 different personalities that are in this test. I do have some announcements. Hi, Trika. Welcome. We will be talking about the big five in a minute, but I do want to get to some quick announcements. I am excited. I am doing 2 new things that I want to share with everybody. Oh no, Sonia. Okay, Sonia, you might have to watch the replays. Your Wi-Fi is cutting in and out. Sorry. But it's good to watch the replay anyway, especially if you are tracking your own personality. What I suggest too, if you have been taking these tests with me, so far I've done 2. This is the 3rd personality test. I want you to do this. I want you to take all 3 of these personality tests and the 4th one, whatever I choose to do next week. Take all 4 of these personality tests and put them in one journal. Put them in one journal. I have a journal that I call my purpose journal. I call it my purpose journal, and I keep all my personality tests. Now, I'm only sharing 4 with y'all. I love personality tests. I take a lot of them. So I decided to create a journal. And so this is just an idea that you can do. Create a journal, right? Call it your purpose journal, right? And then put all of your personalities in it. So the next time I come on here next Saturday, I'm going to show y'all my purpose journal. And put all your personality tests in it, because it's going to give you a really comprehensive version of yourself. That's why I'm doing this personality test series, because these tests give you a big overview of who you are. A lot of us, even in our old age, including me, we don't know our own selves. And so sometimes if you don't have a strong identity of who you are, these tests really help you. Okay. All right. Y'all ready? All right. 2 announcements. One, I am trying out a diabetes healthy eating workshop. I released it today. It's also down in the description. If you have pre-diabetes, if you have diabetes, I am hosting a diabetes and healthy eating workshop. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be a small setting. You just log on to Zoom and we're going to talk. I'm going to give you resources. And we're just going to talk about what it means to live a healthy life even when you have diabetes, or you have pre-diabetes, or if you don't have diabetes and you just want to know, like, what do I need to do to not get pre or diabetes? So you can join as well. It is on Eventbrite. Eventbrite. So I have the link in the description. You can also go to eventbrite.com to sign up for my diabetes and healthy eating workshop. I will be giving it on it's on a weekday. I think I'm doing it on a Wednesday or Thursday, whatever June 22nd is. June 22nd is when I'm giving the workshop, y'all. So I'm giving people time to make their decision. And it's open until the day of, right before the workshop. But I'm going to try it out, see how it works. If it works out well, I'm going to continue to do workshops based on what people want. So a lot of people want me to do diabetes workshops. So this is by request. So also, I am also doing a vision and goals e-course. So the difference, what is the difference? The Vision and Goals e-course is going to take you through a series of 6 lessons on how to develop vision and goals for your life. So after you go through all these personality tests, you can just go take the Vision and Goals course and look at your personality, wrap your vision and goals up into it, and go about your way. The e-course, you will not see me personally. This is the difference. The e-course, I am not there. You're just seeing me on video, but it's a special video. It's actually different from this. But you'll see me on video. You'll also get resources. You'll also get life work. And then you'll come out of that course with a whole suite of things that goals that you're going to be doing for yourself. I've created worksheets in the Vision and Goals course for you to work through. The worksheets are gorgeous. You know, I like pretty stuff. So I like the way my worksheets look. Okay. So that's the Vision and Goals e-course. So you will not see me personally. You can, and that you can take that anytime. You can pick it up and put it down anytime. That's the e-course. That is coming out June 25th. Okay. So see how I'm putting everything in June on the same week? Yeah, I'm crazy like that. So so you're going to have the Vision and Goals e-course on the 25th. And then I just added brand new today a diabetes and healthy eating workshop. So I'm going to be pushing both of those out. So continue to look for those. You can go ahead and sign up for the diabetes one now, and then in a week or so I'll also release the Vision and Goals one so you can sign up. Now the best part is that for the diabetes course, if you use the code TRIBE, TRIBE, you get $5 off. Okay. If you use the code TRIBE, TRIBE, because it's for my tribe, it's for my success tribe, you get $5 off the diabetes and healthy eating course. All right. All right. It's good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's move into the big five, y'all. I hope y'all took the test while I was running my mouth. I told y'all, take the test while Lakisha's running her mouth. So the test is in the description. Take the big five assessment. It's going to tell you. So I'm going to give you a background on this because nobody knows what this test is. Okay. So I have my notes in front of me. So the Big Five personality test was created by psychologist. His name is Jordan B. Peterson. This man is a real psychologist. Like, he's not fake. This man is serious because I watched the videos. He's serious. Okay. But he created the Big Five. And I like his approach to personality tests is like very practical. This one's different than anyone I've ever taken because he said this test is not designed to make you feel good. I love the way he said that. He said this Big Five test is not designed to make you feel good. This test is designed to give you a genuine understanding of yourself. Ooh, I love that. I absolutely love that. So when you take this test, it's going to tell you some things about yourself and give you a general understanding. Now, disclaimer, the test that you are taking is a shorter version of his test. His test is longer, and each personality has 2 dimensions. So I want to tell you the 2 dimensions, but I haven't taken a longer test, so I don't have a deep understanding of the 2 dimensions, to be honest. But I do have a pretty general understanding of each one of the categories. Also, he said that this test, the Big Five test, is designed to tell you the difference between yourself and others. So you'll notice what I'm doing on each personality test is I'm telling you what the personality test is designed to look for. Last week, we did the colors test, and I'm going off memory here, but I think last week I was saying that the color test was designed for you to um, look at to know how you look at yourself and to know how you look at others. But this test right here is designed to tell you how you are different from everybody else. So if you're just joining us, welcome. I'm Lakisha. I'm a certified life coach at Success My Way. Please take the assessment, the Big Five assessment, in the description. It's a free test. Take it now and give me your results in the chat. Oh, no. Okay, so yeah, I'm sorry. Sonia has to drop her Wi-Fi is acting up. So another thing, a key thing that I thought Mr. Or Dr. Peterson was saying that was fascinating about this test. He said this test proves how you view the world. So he said most people don't have a difference of opinion. Most people have a difference of how they see the world. So you may be not agreeing with somebody because y'all two are living in the same world, but you see the same world in different ways. So that's what I like. I like to honor different people's perspective in the world because we're all different. In fact, he also says that your personality, you have different aspects of your personality. Our personalities are way more complex than a personality test. Usually we have a little bit of all these traits in us. It's just some are more dominant than others. Okay. So our personality is way more complex than we can ever imagine. Did y'all hear that? So don't box yourself in. Don't box yourself in. Your personality is vast and you perceive the world different from other people. And that's okay. That's like totally okay that you view the world differently than others. All right. So, the last thing I want to say is that when I describe these, they also talk about your tendency. Your tendency is your trait. It's like an aspect of your personality. Okay. So these are tendencies. All right. All right. So here we go. I hope you took the test. I took the test. So I always share my personality on here. So I took the test, and the test usually people call the test ocean because that's how you remember the five. So here are the five aspects. You have openness, you have conscientiousness, you have extroversion, you have agreeableness, and you have neuroticism. Okay. So these are it's called ocean. All right. So it's not called ocean. We just use that mnemonic to remember it. Some people use canoe. You can make the word canoe out of this too. That's so you call it the ocean test or the canoe test, but it's really the big five test, personality test. All right. So my score in here was that I scored 90% on openness. That's my most dominant one. My second most dominant one is conscientiousness. Now, this is weird because the way he describes it, openness and conscientiousness are opposite, but yet they're my first two. So that was fascinating for me. Did I really score 90% on extroversion? I don't think I scored 90%. I think I scored 70% on extroversion. I don't think I scored 90%. I'm sorry. My third one is extroversion. I think I wrote it down wrong. My fourth one is agreeableness, and that's 67%. And my last one is neuroticism, that is 25%. So this personality test is not meant to judge you. It's meant to give you an understanding of who you are. Okay. So please take the test and let me know in the chat or in the comments if you're watching the replay. If you're watching the replay, let me know in the comments what your results are, because I do respond to your results. All right, so let's start with number one. We're going to start with openness. Openness is one of the big five personalities. So remember I said there were two aspects of openness that I haven't really been able to study, but I'm going to tell you these two aspects. So make sure you write them down. I got my notes. I need you to write this down. All right, the first one is openness. The two aspects of openness are openness proper, which is creativity, and intellect, which is ideas. So if your personality is heavy openness, like mine is heavy openness, that's my number one. So I am highly creative and I'm highly intellectual in terms of I love ideas. I love generating, exploring, learning. That's my thing. That's why I do these series, because I love doing stuff like this. So openness. Openness describes a person's tendency to think in abstract and complex ways. Okay. So I can see an openness person really being really creative, like in the arts, in academia, um, just always reading. So the abstract thinking, the creating something out of nothing, Um, if you have openness, you tend to be creative, adventurous, and intellectual. So you have a bit of adventure to you. You enjoy playing with ideas and discovering novel experiences. Um, New experiences are so important to a person whose personality is majority openness. You like new things, you like adventure, but not too much adventure because it has to be wrapped up in some intellect and creativity too. So openness is strongly related to arts and culture. Marva, you took it. Okay, Marva scored 58% openness and 69% conscientiousness. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, that's right. Extroversion, 75%. Marva, yes, we're gonna talk about extroversion. I see that. Agreeableness, that's interesting, 71%, and eroticism, 23%. All right, Marva. So when we get to extroversion, agreeable, and conscientious, that's gonna be like more your dominant, but you do have some of this openness in you, and you score basically the same, almost the same as me in neuroticism, because I scored 25, a little higher than you scored 23. All right, so Marva took the test, y'all. So go ahead and take the test. It's easy. So we're on openness, and people with openness tend to enjoy arts and seek out unusual, complex forms of self-expression. So you're going to see somebody with openness doing something that hardly nobody else is doing. Like openness is my number one. When I tell people I'm part of a planner community, they like, say what? When I the way I dress, like I dress differently than a lot of people. I'm a grown woman that like headbands. What? God, I'm just saying. And I love jewelry. That's me. That's me. You will see me when I step on the scene. I'm looking different from everybody. That's my openness. That's my openness, my creativity. Okay. And my self expression. It's very important to a person with openness that they express themselves well. Hi, Theodore Linda. So Theodore Linda, the test is in the description. It's the first thing in the description. You go there, it takes 5 minutes, and then tell me all your results in the chat, okay? And then lastly, people with openness, they are oh no, I think I finished. Oh, here it is. Oh no, this is low scores. They said people who score low on openness, they're more practical, they're more conventional, they're more focused on concrete stuff, and they avoid the unknown and follow traditional ways. So the opposite of openness is tradition and less open-mindedness. So if you encounter somebody who just they won't budge on their thinking no matter what, it's like they won't budge, they're probably the opposite of openness. Openness has flexible thinking. People with openness have flexible thinking. Okay. So yeah, so that's openness, and that is my number one. I scored 90%. I'm highly open. Okay, 90% is high. It's a high percentage for one of these. Okay. Let's go to conscientiousness. Marva scored 69%. What did I score? I scored 81% on conscientiousness. Okay. Which was interesting to me because conscientiousness has the tradition in it. So I'm also open and traditional. I guess that's why I like Christmas. Y'all tell me. Is that why I like Christmas? Because I got this traditional thing. But it's a pink Christmas. So I'm open and I'm traditional. I mean, that Christmas tree says my personality right there. I'm unconventional and open because I have a Christmas tree in my room year round and it's pink. And then I'm traditional because I like Christmas. Y'all, that's crazy. right. So conscientiousness, the two dimensions for this is that you're industrious and you're orderly. So industriousness means that you are a diligent, hard worker. You work hard, you're very focused, you distractions do not get to you. So I score 81 on this. This is right. I think I am very, when I get focused on something, I get laser like focused on something and I can stay there for a minute. I can stay focused on something for a minute. So I agree with that. And then another aspect of conscientiousness is that you're orderly. So orderliness is that you have conservative beliefs. Conservative beliefs. So this is where you see like most conservatives are Christian because Christians have like certain beliefs based on the Bible. And you have, I think he was saying this. I was listening to his video. I think he was saying this. You have disgust sensitivity. Disgust sensitivity if you're conscientiousness, like you're sensitive to stuff that's disgusting. Like for me, I can't watch scary movies. I can't because if it's disgusting, I don't, why am I looking at it? I don't look at it. It's disgusting. All right, so you have disgust sensitivity. So conscientiousness is described as a person's ability to exercise self-discipline. So these are your hard workers, your self-disciplined people, your people who can make change. I remember a long, long time ago, I met an activist. Oh my gosh, what is his name? An older guy with gray hair. I cannot remember his name. If he knew I couldn't remember his name, he would say something. But anyway, I went to him. I was like, I'm a new principal. I just want your what do you think? What do you think I should do? Because I'm doing XYZ. And he looked at me, he was like, oh, you got it. I was like, huh? He was like, oh, you got it. You don't need me to help you now. You already got it. So right then and there, I knew like that put some confidence in me that I'm self-disciplined. I can take what I do and stand on it really strongly and be okay. So that's conscientious people. Conscientious people also they like to control and pursue their goals. I'm a life coach. Enough said. It says people who score high in conscientiousness are organized and determined. Organized and determined. Hence the planner community. By the way, shameless plug, I have another channel. Yeah, I have two channels. This one is my life coaching channel. I also have another channel called Lakisha Loves the Number 2 Plan. That's my planner channel. So I have fun over there. I put stickers in books and sometimes I vlog over there. So if you want my fun channel, go ahead on over to Lakisha Loves 2 Plan. And you can also find that on my page. You can find that channel on my page. You can just click on it from my page and subscribe. Organized, determined, conscientious people are able to forego immediate gratification for the sake of long-term achievement. So people who are conscientious, they have discipline, they can forego immediate gratitude because they're working towards something to get to it later. And it says conscientiousness focuses on a dilemma. Shall I do what feels good now, or instead do what is less fun but will pay off in the future? Some people are more likely to choose fun in the moment, but those people have low conscientiousness. Others are more likely to work doggedly toward their goals and thus are high in conscientiousness. Okay, so if you're a hard worker, conscientiousness may be one of your high ones. So far we went over two. We went over and we're doing the ocean, OCEAN. O is openness, C is conscientiousness. Now let's go to extroversion, y'all. Extroversion. So Marva, you scored 75%. This is your highest one, Marva. Marva, you ready? All right, extroversion. Extroversion has two dimensions. You have assertiveness and you have enthusiasm. So you are assertive and you are enthusiastic. So extroversion is just, what we all think it is. Extroversion describes a person's inclination to seek stimulation from the outside world. So if you are an extrovert, you rarely like to seek internal stimulation. You like your stimulation to be outside of you, especially in the form of attention from people. So you seek outside of stimulation, but especially from people. Extroverts engage actively with others to learn friendships, admiration, they learn power, they learn status, they learn excitement, they learn romance. So extroverts are people sensitive, like they're really good at people. But introverts, on the other hand, they conserve their energy and they don't work as hard to earn those social rewards. So I scored, it says I have 90% extroversion here, but I think it was 70%. I don't know. I think I wrote that wrong. But anyway, extroversion is my third one. So extroversion seems to be related to the emotional payoff that a person gets from achieving a goal. So extroverts are still goal oriented, which I thought that was interesting too. While everyone experiences victories in life, it seems that extroverts are especially thrilled by the victories, especially when they earn the attention of others. Getting a promotion, finding a new romance. You'll see extroverts, they love romance. Some of them to a fault where they can't hold a relationship because they're in love with falling in love instead of the long haul in the relationship. So I remember hearing Tiffany Haddish. Y'all know Tiffany Haddish, the comedian. She was dating Common, the rapper, and they broke up. They broke. I mean, they had. I thought they wouldn't be together forever. They seemed like they were getting along really well. And I remember Tiffany Haddish saying that Common was in love with falling in love. Like he never stays with the person long because he likes that initial excitement of the relationship, right? And the natural progression of a relationship is that initial excitement to go away. I know because I've been married 23 years. So, but so an extrovert really seeks the thrill. They're thrill seekers, attention seekers. They love victories. They love people and goals. They like winning awards, and they are likely to bring an extrovert great joy. So winning awards, getting a promotion, getting recognized, people needing you, that brings an extrovert great rewards. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong. It's just how you're made up. And we need extroverts in our world. Just think if everybody was introverts. How boring the world would be if everybody was introverts. I'm just saying. In contrast, introverts do not experience as much of a high from social achievements. They tend to be more content with simple, quiet lives rather than seek attention from others. So this is how you know the difference between an extrovert and an introvert. And I know some of y'all done took the test. Can y'all put y'all results in the chat? I know somebody else took the test. Theodore, Linda, where your test at? So far I went over with ocean. I went over the O, openness, C, consciousness, E, extroverted. All right, let's go to A. A is agreeableness. A is agreeableness. If you just joined me, I have this test in the description. Take the test in the description and give me your results in the chat. So far, Marva is the only person to give her results. Give me your results in the chat. Agreeableness has two dimensions. Okay. So if you score high on agreeable, let me tell you, I scored 67%. I mean, that's more than 50%. So I'm pretty agreeable, you know. Okay, agreeableness is compassion and politeness. So those are the two dimensions of agreeableness. Marva, you score high on this too. You scored a 71. So agreeableness means that you have compassion and you are polite. Okay, and there's nothing wrong with that. Some people are like, oh, you're too nice. You know, I get people that used to tell me that. That they don't tell me that anymore. I don't think they tell me. Do they tell me I'm too nice? No, I get a lot of, I can't believe people don't like you, Lakisha. But there's actually people that don't like me, and it's all right. It's all right, yes. People don't believe. But I used to get a lot that I was um nice, too nice. When somebody says you too nice, they're like downplaying your personality. So I really don't like when people tell me that. I mean, I don't say anything because I'm polite, because I'm agreeable, but I don't really like when people tell me I'm too nice. What is too nice? What does too nice mean? Why don't you want me to be too nice to you? I'm just saying. Can anybody help me out with that message right there? All right. Anyway, I digress. All right. Agreeableness. Come on, Marva. You ain't saying nothing but the truth, honey. Okay. Agreeableness describes a person's tendency to put others' needs ahead of their own. So, as you can see, a lot of women score high in agreeableness. Come on, let's stay right here. Let's stay right here. Okay. Dr. Peterson said women tend to score high in agreeableness than men. That's first thing to say. If you have agreeableness, you put others' needs in front of your own. Y'all, we got to work on this as women. You know, that's my platform. We got to stop putting all these needs because men don't do it. And they live extravagant, wonderful, carefree lives. I want that life. I'm about that life. I'm about that life. So if you're agreeable, you tend to put the needs of others in front of your own and to cooperate rather than compete with others. So, I mean, I think I'm competitive sometimes, like especially like at work and stuff, but I like cooperation. I like collectivity. As a Black person, Black people, we love family reunions. We love working together to achieve a goal. We love being on teams. You know what I'm saying? Like my culture is cooperative. So that makes sense. People who are high in agreeableness experience a great deal of empathy and tend to get pleasure out of serving and taking care of others. So, I mean, and that's just natural, especially if you have children. I get pleasure out of taking care of my kids. Like, before I got on here, my 6-year-old woke up, Jaden, and I was like, I don't have time to fix him anything to eat because I'm about to go on YouTube. He's just waking up. So I went downstairs, I cut up a little orange and I put little grapes on the, and I was like, hi, Jaden, you can eat these oranges and grapes until mommy gets off YouTube. Then mommy fix you some pancakes. I love it. I just love being a mom to that little boy. So yes, I get pleasure out of serving my 6-year-old. Absolutely. And taking care of him. Absolutely. Agreeable people are also usually trusting and forgiving. Now, this hurts us, women. Agreeableness hurts us because we're trusting and we also forgive, sometimes to a fault. Sometimes we trust and forgive people who don't deserve it. Come on, y'all. So we got to be careful with this agreeableness. Just if you know it's part of your personality, like I think that's what Dr. Peterson's whole thing is. It's like, if you know agreeableness is part of your personality, then you live accordingly. You live your best life accordingly. So my agreeableness to me, just as Lakisha, is sacred. I'm going to say that again. To Lakisha, my agreeableness is sacred. So everybody's not going to get my agreeableness. Say what? Everybody's not going to get it. Because everybody doesn't deserve my agreeableness. So everybody's not going to get my trust. Now, I'm going to work to forgive because I'm Christian. But that's hard too for some people. I'm just saying. Can Lakisha keep it real a little bit? All right. People who are low in agreeableness. Oh, there you go, Theodore Linda. Okay. So you had 92. Wow, you're more open than me. I scored 90. You scored 92 in openness. 81. You scored the exact same score in conscientiousness as I did. Come on, because that's because we birthday twins. Um extroversion, you scored 80%. I think I scored 70% in that. Agreeableness, 70%, and I scored 67. And eroticism, 20. So, Theodore Linda, you're more like me. And I'm not surprised because we got the same birthday. All right. So, Theodore Linda, we're on agreeableness. People who are low in agreeableness tend to experience less empathy and put their own concerns ahead of others. So, people with less agreeableness are selfish. And I want to be honest, it's hard for me to see a selfish mom. Like, it's hard for me to see moms putting themselves before their children or their selfishness affects their children. I mean, if you're selfish, you're just selfish, like own it. But I don't like when it comes at the expense of children. That's just my bias. Um, but yeah, I can definitely see that, like you putting your own concerns before others. That's less agreeable and that's selfish. Um, it says people who score low in agreeableness are usually hostile, competitive, and antagonistic. So if you see somebody that's hostile, competitive, and antagonistic, they're not agreeable. They tend to have more conflictual relationships and often fall out with people. So people who are less agreeable have a lot of fallouts with people. They create enemies easy. Do you know somebody in your life that just make everybody mad? They're not agreeable. Okay. And it's part of their personality. You just have to accept them for who they are. What did Maya Angelou say? People show you who they are the first time. If a person's not agreeable, let's deal with them accordingly. But we're not going to change it. Forgive as a Christian, trusting not so much must earn. Yes, Martha. All right, so let's go to the last one. So far, this spells out the word ocean so you can remember them. Okay, ocean. O is for openness, C is for conscientiousness, E is for extroversion, A is for agreeableness. We're on N, the last one. N is neuroticism. Neuroticism. Now, I know some people may not like it if they score high on neuroticism because this one doesn't seem positive. And like I said at the beginning of the video, Dr. Jordan Peterson, the man who created this test, he said he did not create this test to make people feel good. He created this test so you can have a genuine understanding of self. Okay. So, neuroticism, if you score high on it, please don't feel bad. It is who you are. And so you use it to create a life you want accordingly. Okay. So, this is a non judgment zone. Okay. All right. So, neuroticism has two dimensions. The first is withdrawal, which means you just have a tendency to fear. Like you see this a lot in some kids. You have some kids are just scary. They just scared of everything. They're like, I don't like that. I don't like that. They're withdrawing. Theodore said that's me. They're withdrawing. So if you have neuroticism, you withdraw, and you have volatility is the next word. You have volatility. And what is that? Volatility is that you get irritable easily. You're easily irritable and you are easily rubbed the wrong way. Hi, Tori. Good morning. Oh, Tori, I hope you can go back and watch the rest of it. I'm on the last one. We're talking about the big 5 personalities. We're on the last one, neuroticism. You can take the test in the description, Tori, and then put your results in the chat. So neuroticism describes a person's tendency to experience negative emotions, including fear, sadness, anxiety, guilt, shame. While everyone experiences these emotions from time to time, some people are more prone to them than others. Okay. So, like Theodore Linda, you scored a 20 on this, 20%. Marva scored a 23%. Mine was a little high. Mine was 25%. I'm 25. I'm 1/4 neuroticism. I scored 25%. Um, it says this trait can be thought of as an alarm system. This is what I like about this because it's not thought of as a negative thing. It's an alarm system. Alarms go up. That's neuroticism. Like, something ain't right. Now, Lakisha say that, I'll be like, something ain't right. Something ain't right. Okay, Tori, cool. This trait can be thought of as an alarm system. People experience negative emotions as a sign that something is wrong in the world. Okay. So some people are way more prone to point out wrong things in the world. In fact, it's who they are. Like they can't help it. You ever met those people that they just can't help but to be negative? They can't help to be fearful. They can't help but to feel guilty. It's like their alarm system is always on. Um, yep, 20%. Yep. Thank you, Theodore Linda. You're 20%. Oh, agreeable is 65. Okay. Did you take it again? That's different from the first. Is it different? Did you take it again, Theodore Linda? That's a different school. Um, you may be in danger, so you feel fear. Okay, you may be in danger, so you feel fear. Or you may have done something morally wrong, so you feel guilty. However, not everyone has the same reaction to a given situation. High neuroticism, people who score high in this area, are more likely to react to situations in a fearful, angry, and sad manner. So, y'all, these people, they are called haters. Like for me, if I'm fearful, I know my daughter experienced me as a hater, right? Because my daughter be like, Mom, I'm going out of town. I'd be like, where you going? I'd be like, who you going with? Make sure you give me the address and the number. And that neuroticism in me comes out because I don't want my daughter to experience any hurt or pain while she's on this trip. So I get a little neurotic when it comes to my daughter. Okay. So that is like your alarm system, right? And some people have a more astute alarm system than others. If you're low in neuroticism, you're more likely to just brush off misfortune and move on. So even though I'm 25%, that's still low for me. I do brush off things and move on. That's how I survive. Some people don't brush off things easily and move on. They harbor things. And for some people that works, for some people it doesn't work. It makes them sick. It brings their quality of life down. But some people thrive with neuroticism. Some people thrive with the fear and the sadness and the anger. It's who they are. So they live pretty much productive lives. So it just depends. All right, that's all 5 of them. Open. I'm going to recap. If you score high in openness, you are creative and intellectual. And that's me. That's my highest one. That's Theodore Linda's highest one too. You creative, you're intellectual, you like ideas, new ideas, you like adventure, you like creativity, you're interested in the arts and you're interested in culture. Give me a good museum any day. I love museums. I love learning about new things. They had this festival here where I live, and up until the 1960s where I lived, they still had one-room schoolhouses. I was fascinated. And they showed us like old video of like all the little children and one teacher in this one-room schoolhouse all day. And it was just fascinating. I love stuff like that. So that's openness. Conscientiousness is industriousness. That means hardworking and focusedness. And is focusedness a word? Okay, I probably just created one. And if you're conscientious, you know how to be self-disciplined and not let distractions get to you. You're orderly. You have conservative beliefs. You more likely like Christian or very highly religious or have strong beliefs. And your disgust meter is on point. You get this. You get to tell if something's disgusting. If you are an extrovert, you are assertive and enthusiastic, you thrive from attention from people. You love awards, you love accolades, you love to be promoted, you get great joy out of it. You also love helping others for the social aspect of it. You're goal oriented. If you have agreeableness as your high one, agreeableness, you are compassionate, you are polite, you put others' needs in front of yours. You like serve, you get great pleasure out of serving others. You love taking care of others, and you're trusting and you're forgiving. Okay. And then if you score high in neuroticism, you withdraw a lot from fear of things. And you have volatility. You're very easily irritable, and it's easy for people to just do something wrong to you and rub you the wrong way. You feel anxiety, fear, and anger a lot. Um, and your alarm system and your meter goes up when there's things wrong in the world. That really sparks your passion when you see stuff wrong in the world. Theodore Linda, you said, can you score? I don't know what you mean by that question. You said, can you score? I don't know. I mean, these are my scores. I showed my scores earlier. I really think this is 70% because that's my third one. I think that's 70 or 80. That's not 90, but that's my score. All right. So remember, we are in the middle of a personality trait series. Go back because I've done 2 other ones. I want you to, this is your homework because next week is going to be my last personality test. After next week, you would have taken 4 personality tests. Next week, when we take our 4th one, I want you to create a purpose journal. I want you to put your scores from all 4 of these tests and any other tests that you've ever taken into your purpose journal, and you are going to be crafting who you are. One thing that the psychologist, can you see my score? Yes, I can see it. Yep. Yes, I've been speaking to it the whole time. Theodolina, you didn't hear me talk about your score? I can see it. It's 2 different ones, though. Did you take it twice? One thing that the psychologist who made the Big 5 test, yes, but you retracted your first set of scores. Oh, she did? I didn't realize that. I was shocked that my agreeable was so high. Yeah, don't be shocked, Theodore Linda, that your agreeable is high. Most women score high in agreeable. It's how we were socialized into this world. Women are socialized to be agreeable. Okay. So that's why when we see unagreeable women, they look like an anomaly. But anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, the purpose journal. So you're going to create a purpose journal. I already have one. So I'm going to bring my purpose journal the next time we meet so you can see how I have crafted a journal where I put all my personality tests in. And then I use that to craft my identity. And it's fun. It's fun. And I know myself very well because of it. All right, y'all. Remember my announcements. I have 2 things coming up. I have a workshop and I have an e-course. So please share it with family and friends. I come across so many people say, "Oh, I have a sister who needs your course. Oh, I have a mom that needs to get your teachings around diabetes." So I have a diabetes and healthy eating workshop coming up on Eventbrite. You can go on Eventbrite, or you can go in the description of this video to sign up for the diabetes and healthy eating workshop on Eventbrite. You will see me in person on Zoom. Well, actually, it's Google Meet, but you'll see me in person. I'll have a PowerPoint. I'll be working from a PowerPoint. I'll be showing videos. We'll be doing it's going to be interactive, so we're going to be practicing together. So it's going to be a very good workshop for people who just want to eat more healthy, even if you don't have pre-diabetes or diabetes. If you want to just join to eat more healthy, okay. So that's coming up on June 22nd. On June 25th, my e-course is being released. I'm so excited about the e-course. It's my vision and goal setting e-course. Okay. So remember, my specialty is life planning. So you will see life planning happening. And also, this vision and goals e-course is a little taste of my once a month accountability groups that I host. So I'll tell you more about those once a month accountability groups too. But I have once a month accountability groups. I have about 5 right now, where we go through, and I call them stacks, Success Tribe Accountability Circles, where we go through this visioning and goal setting process. Well, I give you an introduction to it in the e-course. Okay, so if you like the e-course, you're going to love the once a month accountability groups. And that comes out on June 25th. June 25th. So the e-course, you won't see me. You won't see me. Like in the workshop, you're gonna see me. In the e-course, you're not. You're just gonna, it's straight learning on your own, learning at your own pace. That's the e-course. So I'm giving you a couple of options. You can attend both the workshop and you can purchase the e-course, or you can do either or, whichever your needs are. But those are my two new things coming up. So you will hear me talk about this a lot in the upcoming weeks. Hi, is Angie on here? Hi, Angie. Oh my gosh, Angie, I'm about to hang up. I'm about to go. Oh my gosh. Angie, watch the replay because I'm sorry. But it's good to see you. Good morning. Theodolinda says, yes, my daughter was talking and her numbers were being recorded. She took the test also. Oh, okay. Okay, so you and your daughter took the test. I love that, Theodolinda, that you and your daughter took the test. Like, I'm encouraging everybody, take these personality tests and then give them to your family. You will have a better understanding of your family, I'm telling you. Give the color test to your family. Give the 4 temperament test to your family. Give these tests to your family. You will benefit greatly. It will improve your relationships, especially if you married, like me. If you married, married. If you're married, okay, give it to your husband or your wife. I'm telling you, it gives you a better understanding of one another. Okay. All right, y'all. I hope y'all have a good Saturday. Y'all know what I'm about to say. It's Self-Love Saturday. What y'all gonna do today? It's Self-Love Saturday. What am I gonna do? I think I'm gonna do some planning. I may even come on later on live, y'all, on my other channel. Remember, I have 2 channels. So if you're not a member at my other channel, what are you waiting for? Get on over there. It's called Lakisha Loves to Plan. That's my second channel. And I go live over there and I plan. That's my fun one. You get the fun Lakisha over there. Okay. So go ahead on over there because I might go live on Lakisha Loves to Plan today. And then you could plan with me. I just feel like, playing in my planner room today. I think that's what I'm going to do because it's hot outside too. It's like 90 degrees here. So I don't really want to be out there sweating and all that stuff. So I might just stay in here for Self-Love Saturday. So what are you going to do? I hope you do something special today for Self-Love Saturday. Make your purpose journal. Make your purpose journal and put all of your personality tests in there. We can do that today. All right. All right, y'all. I love y'all so much. Thank y'all so much for just always supporting me, coming back, listening to me. We're learning new stuff together. I just love my Success Tribe. I just want to tell y'all that. Tori took the test. Marvin, you going grocery shopping today? That's good, girl. I need to go grocery shopping too, honey. Oh my gosh. Tori says you scored 79 on openness and 62 on conscientiousness. Okay, so you're more balanced between the two. 60% extrovert, 60% agreeableness. Why highly agreeable? Okay. And neuroticism, 46%. Okay, that's good to know. Tori, you're like almost even. You're almost even across all of those, Tori. So definitely look into it. You all can look at my video, but also Dr. Jordan Peterson has a couple of videos on YouTube you can check out where he's talking through the big five personality traits as well. So if you want to learn a little bit more about yourself, go ahead and do your own research. But Tori, that's great. So Tori, go back because I talk about openness first on this video. So go back and watch the replay so you can learn a little bit about openness and conscientiousness. That's great. All right, y'all. I gotta go, but I'll see some of you all later because I might go on live later. So I'll see some of you all later on my other channel, Lakisha Loves to Plan. Until next week. Next week, we're going to do another personality test. There are a lot out there. So I want to choose ones that are different from each other and like meaningful and valid. So let me think about it a little bit and then we'll be back on here next week again. And bring a friend. Bring a friend. All right, y'all. I gotta go. Talk to y'all later. Thanks, everybody.